Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen. I'm going to pivot now. I love Parker's question, as I often do. She says, he says, "Hi, Dr. Doreen. Things are opening up across the country and the world. A lot of people are having a hard time with the new rules, like no waiting inside at an Applebees for a table, for example. Any advice, not just for myself, but for everyone?" We're all struggling with this, Parker, so thank you for asking.
Yeah, that's right, Parker. I appreciate that. I mean, and I think it's it is difficult. I think a lot of people they're just fed up. They've had it. It's been over a year. Everybody's very exhausted from this and very anxious to get out there. And we just all have to learn to be a little bit more patient and adjust to the new rules, and allow society to get to a point where it's safe. Because the worst thing, and we've seen this happen over and over in multiple other countries, and is that it can get worse again. It can get worse again if we don't adhere to these rules. And we're so blessed in the US right now. I mean, we have so many people internationally writing in, and Shannon, I don't know if today, but we often have folks coming online with us from India, for instance. And I read what's going on in India, and it just breaks my heart. There are parts of the world that are still struggling tremendously with COVID. And, I think that it is really, really important to be respectful and to not just of the rules that are out there, but of other people. This is the other part of this, Shannon. People are going to have a different level of comfort as we reopen. There's going to be, and like I know this because, excuse me, I travel a lot through the US, and it's completely different in California, where I am right now, as opposed to Florida, where I also reside. And when I go to Florida, when I first went to Florida in 2020, I was pretty shocked, because it's very open in contrast to California. And so is Texas, for instance. And I personally found myself being a little bit uncomfortable in those environments initially. I was always wearing a mask. I still am when I go to those places. And a lot of people will actually give you a hard time if you're wearing a mask. And they will say, "Oh, come on, it's over now. Take off your mask. It's all, it's fine," and all this sort of stuff. And everybody has to kind of just be respectful of each other's level of comfort, of the rules of, we're all trying. It's like going to someone's house and making fun of them if they recycle, for instance. We're doing something that is good for humanity. So I think we all need to be more patient about it.
Well, and I think just being accepting of, as you said, that everybody's got different levels of everything going on. Parker said that he, almost had an incident over the Applebee's thing. And, I think we all have to be loving and kind to ourselves first, but to other people as well. And, that's one of the things that autism has taught me. I can remember standing in line at a grocery store with Jem, and he was in the basket of the grocery cart, and he was having a hard time. We're in the line, in the chute, right? And I was trying to keep him focused and keep him distracted because I didn't want other stuff to happen. And there was a little boy in front of us who kept, my son had a scarf on, and he kept grabbing Jem's scarf and pulling on it. And I was saying to him, "Thank you, we don't touch other people." And, and thank you, and trying to be very nice, and sort of looking at his mom like, do something here.
Yeah.
And, and I was very about, come on, lady, my kid. And of course, my head went into, my kid has autism. Police your child. Get your child under control. I've got enough to deal with here. She was doing nothing. And I kept looking, giving her the stink eye. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually I took the scarf off and put it in my bag because the child wouldn't, and I was afraid he was going to choke him. And the mother said, "You could be a little nicer. He has autism."
Oh my gosh.
And I said, this child also has autism. Nice to meet you, and stuck my hand out. Another, in another realm, we don't do that now. But I said, nice to meet you. And then there was this moment where she realized that I was judging her, and that she was judging me. We both were looking and going, oh, you have other circumstances going on. You can't appreciate where I'm coming from. And in that moment, we both realized, everybody has their stuff.
Wow.
And I always think about that. So if you're having a hard time at Applebee's, it's possible, Parker, that everybody in line is having a different hard time that's different than yours. And while that may not help you to know that in the long term, I think starting by being kind to ourselves, Dr. Granpeesheh, that's what I have to do when I'm going up against these new rules. I want to yell, I want to scream, and I want to go, hey, you're not paying attention to the rule, and I am. And then I have to remind myself, what do I want to do for myself right now?
Well,
and take care of me first.
Yeah, I'm with you. And what an amazing example you gave, Shannon. I didn't know that story. I love that. That's such a good example. But yeah, absolutely. Everybody's going through their own difficult times. Some people have a great deal of depression right now. Others are just extremely anxious, and a lot of people just don't even want to leave home because we've been told to be so cautious. So everybody is like, it's just weird. Like the first time you go out to a restaurant. I mean, honestly, the other day, my son, as you know, who has a lot of humor, was posted on our family chat a picture of me in in March of 2020, when I was like wearing kind of one of those painter suits, and I had a mask on and a shield, and I'm cleaning groceries outside the house, right? And he was like, and this is what mom was doing in March. And I was like, hey, we didn't know what this is, right? We thought that it's a virus that can sit on things, and we're like cleaning everything. We didn't know what it is at that point.
This is still me. I love that you think that is so a year ago. This is still me. I have to show you at some point the hood that we bought, so that if we have to go out, and I'm still cleaning groceries. So just to show you the level of, where people are at. Everybody's at a different place. And the rules in some places are all new, and some people aren't good at the observing rules, like seeing other people adhere to a rule and observe to it. I think we're just going to see that there's going to be all different levels for a while.
Yes. And
some people are uncomfortable, as you said, with other people wearing masks, and they're saying things to people who are wearing masks that are rude. It's a little bit the Wild West right now. So Parker, I just want to encourage you to be loving to yourself, because it's hard right now. Thanks for watching Autism Live. If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me, and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.